Seoul and Tokyo have it out at the United Nations over Japan's wartime sexual slavery program. Tokyo steadfast in its denial. The Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Korea has lowered its benchmark interest rate for the second time in 2 months to a record low of 2%. And top military officials from South and North Korea held a high-level closed-door meeting on the DMZ. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Thursday, October 16th. I'm Luke Clary. Our first story takes us to the floor of the United Nations, where Korea and Japan had it out over the issue of wartime sexual slavery. Korea demanded that Japan implement UN recommendations made over the last 20 years, but Japan held firm in its denial.
The UN General Assembly held its first session discussing improvements in women's status across the globe, with member nations making their official remarks on the issue. South Korea emphasized that the issue of the Japanese military's recruitment of sex slaves during World War II must be resolved in order to eradicate sexual violence worldwide. The top Korean diplomat to the UN took a strong stance, using such explicit terms like comfort women and sex slaves to point out that the recent attempts by the Japanese leadership to deny the occurrence of sexual slavery is a direct challenge to the UN.
Such actions undermining the Kono statement constitute a direct challenge to the historical truth as well as the consistent recommendations to the Japan.
He reiterated that various UN agencies like the Human Rights and Anti-Discrimination Committees had repeatedly urged Japan to admit to its legal responsibility and make compensations to the victims. However, Japan was steadfast in its stance denying UN reports, even referring to the Asahi Shimbun's admission of errors in its articles about comfort women.
Article of the Asahi newspaper, which was likely to give a strong influence on the reports of congressional report, was recently retracted as false.
Korea and Japan engaged in a fierce debate through their keynote addresses and responses. Japan is becoming more blatant in its attempts to dismiss its past wrongdoings by denying the issue in its local political scene, as well as in the international arena.
Military officials from South and North Korea held a closed-door, high-level meeting yesterday. Now, it's good news that the two sides are talking, but take note that the North's representative is a high-ranking military official suspected of involvement in the sinking of the South Korean corvette Cheonan in 2010.
High-level inter-Korea military talks took place for the first time in 7 years. The South Korean side was represented by Deputy Minister for National Defense Policy Ryu Jae-seung, while the North's delegation was headed by Kim Young-chol, the chief of the General Bureau of Reconnaissance. The talks were initiated by Pyongyang and lasted for over 5 hours, but produced no results. The North demanded that the South stop violating its de facto demarcation line in the Yellow Sea, whereas the South demanded that the North stop trespassing across the northern limit line. The North also demanded that the South stop sending propaganda leaflets and block its media from criticizing the regime. South Korea's delegation responded that the government has no authority to control such issues.
남북이 관계를 개선해야 되겠다는 의지가 있어서 매우 진지하게 이루어졌습니다. 상호 간에 입장 차이가 있어서 좁히질 못했습니다.
What drew particular attention at the talks was the composition of the North Korean delegation. Its chief, Kim Young-chol, is known to have masterminded major plots against the South and is suspected to be behind the explosion of the South Korean corvette Cheonan. The South Korean delegation reiterated that the North is responsible for the Cheonan vessel's explosion and demanded a solution.
김정은이 자신의 군부 핵심 측근인 김영철 정찰총국장을 회담에 내보낸 것은 오이사 주치 해제와 관련해 한국 정부와 타협 방안을 모색하기 위한 것으로 판단됩니다.
With South and North military officials discussing the Cheonan vessel's explosion, talks have also begun regarding the preconditions for lifting the May 24th sanctions against the North.
Seoul made an official proposal to Pyongyang to hold a second high-level contact in Panmunjom on October 30th. Now, North Korea has not yet replied, but hopes are high that inter-Korean relations will move in the right direction.
The South Korean government proposed to the North Korean regime a second high-level meeting on October 30th at the northern side of Panmunjom. Seoul said that a message containing the proposal was sent to Pyongyang under the name of Kim Gyu-hyun, South Korea's vice chief of the Presidential National Security Council. The proposal was delivered 9 days after it had been agreed upon at the meeting with the North Korean delegation earlier this month that Seoul would choose the date for the next meeting. And regarding the key issue of resuming family reunions, an official at the South's Ministry of Unification said that once a consensus is reached with the North, it won't be difficult to hold reunions within the year unless another cold spell hits. However, Pyongyang hasn't yet sent its reply. Meanwhile, the inter-Korean military officials meeting held unexpectedly yesterday is regarded as a preliminary meeting ahead of one between their top high-level officials.
오이사 문제, 금강산 문제라든지 또 우리가 관심을 가지고 있는 문제들에 대해서는 아마 서로 입장을 교환하고 확인하는 아마 그런 기회가 되지 않았을까.
Although there are no more preliminary inter-Korean contacts scheduled, the two sides may continue to engage in a battle of wills over the key issues. In the meantime, the Unification Ministry has sparked controversy by releasing information about its proposal for the top officials meeting 2 days after the fact and refusing to confirm the military officials meeting was taking place even when it had already been underway.
President Park Geun-hye is attending the Asia-Europe meeting today in Milan to discuss economic and national security issues. Park will hold bilateral summits on the sidelines of the ASEM meeting and ask other nations to provide their support for Seoul's national reunification policies.
President Park Geun-hye has arrived in Milan, where she will attend the Asia-Europe meeting. The meeting begins this evening, Korean Standard Time. Marking its 10th anniversary this year, the Asia-Europe meeting has brought together the heads of 51 European and Asian states who will discuss the global economy and national security. The South Korean president attended a meeting of ethnic Koreans yesterday, where she outlined her administration's unification policies and pledged efforts to reach out to the international community.
통일을 이루기 위해서는 우리 내부의 준비도 필요하지만 국제사회의 지지를 얻어내는 것이 매우 중요합니다.
Park will hold a summit meeting with Chinese Premier Li Keqiang to discuss North Korea's nuclear issues and economic cooperation. Earlier, the president met with business figures from Korea and Italy and stressed the importance of expanding economic collaboration. She said that South Korea and Italy, which mark the 130th anniversary of their diplomatic ties this year, have major potential in terms of economic cooperation. Park promised efforts to build bilateral partnership in promoting the creative economy.
장수 기업을 키워온 경험과 노하우를 한국의 중소기업들과 적극 공유하셔서 한국에서도 수백 년 이상 가는 가업 승계 기업들이 많이 태어나기를 바랍니다.
During her visit to Italy, the South Korean president will propose ideas on developing cooperation between Europe and Asia and hold bilateral summit meetings with other heads of state.
The Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Korea has lowered its benchmark interest rate for the second time in 2 months to a record low of 2%. Growth rate projections for this year and the next have been subsequently adjusted downward as well.
The sluggish recovery of the Korean economy forced the Bank of Korea to cut its benchmark interest rate to 2% and revise down its growth projections. The central bank adjusted its growth forecast for this year to 3.5%. This is already the third adjustment so far this year. The latest outlook took a 0.5 percentage point drop from the one made in April. Korea Central Bank also trimmed the 2015 growth forecast to 3.9%. The real economy's slow recovery, despite extensive fiscal expansion measures worth $38.7 billion, is seen as the reason. Industrial outputs have shrunk and facility investments have declined by more than 10%.
심리 개선이 미흡해서 앞으로의 성장 하방 위험으로 작용할 가능성이 있다고 본 점, 이런 것들을 고려한 데 따른 것입니다.
Inflation has also declined to the mid-1% range, causing concerns about the Korean economy getting mired in a low-growth, low-inflation trap. Korea's economic recovery is hampered by the struggling export sector hit by the forced devaluation of the Japanese currency, as well as the woefully weakened global economy held back by the sluggish recovery in Europe.
유로존이 자체적으로 성장할 힘 이런 것들이 많이 약해지고 있어서 수출이 크게 늘어나기 쉽지 않은 그런 모습이 계속되고 있습니다.
The Bank of Korea lowered its key interest rate because the government's economic rejuvenation measures alone were not enough to fuel Korea's economic recovery. However, a lower interest rate has deepened concerns over Korea's household debts already exceeding $1 trillion and a potential exodus of foreign investments from the Korean financial markets.
Charcoal engine cars powered by burning wood and coal became obsolete after Korea's liberation from Japanese colonial rule almost 70 years ago. But they're still in wide use in North Korea because of serious fuel shortages.
A truck appears on a road in the middle upper stream area of the Yalu River in North Korea. At first glance, it looks like a regular truck, but a closer look reveals that something is burning in the cargo area. The trunk is loaded with firewood, and there is a man who supplies the wood to the combustion tank. This truck is a charcoal engine vehicle. Such vehicles are made by remodeling diesel and petroleum vehicles. They are equipped with combustion tanks for burning wood and coal, which produce gas to power the vehicle. The energy efficiency of charcoal engine vehicles is only half that of regular ones, and their maximum speed cannot exceed 60 kilometers an hour.
디젤차 같은 거는 뭐 1시간이면 간다고 하면 한 3시간 갑니다. 고개로 올라가다가 체질 못하면요, 탔던 사람들 몽땅 내려서 밀고 올라갑니다.
Sources say the North promoted the use of charcoal engine vehicles to overcome serious fuel shortages in the 1990s when its economy was struggling. As a result of the reckless cultivation and felling of trees, many of the mountains in North Korea are now barren. Completely destroyed mountains are a common sight in the Yalu River basin area in the north.
환경 문제도 이제 발생시키고 북한 당국에서도 점진적으로 목탄차를 줄여 나가서.
Media sources dealing with North Korea say charcoal engine vehicles are widely used in the provincial areas as China has recently cut its crude oil supply to the Stalinist state.
6 months have passed since the Sewol ferry sank off the coast of Jindo, South Jeolla province in April. 10 passengers remain missing and unaccounted for. Families of the missing victims are still desperately waiting, but no remains, no missing passengers have been found for nearly 3 months.
Pengmok Port in Jindo, South Jeolla province was once filled with sorrow following the sinking of the Sewol ferry in April, which left 294 people dead or missing. With time going by and seasons changing, the port is not as crowded as it was 6 months ago. However, a mother who awaits news of her missing daughter prepares a heartfelt meal. People are heartbroken over the 10 people who are still missing, kept alive in memory by their hanging portraits.
같은 부모로서 부모의 마음을 충분히 이해할 것 같아요. 만약에 내 자식이 만약 그렇다 생각하면.
Hundreds of volunteers were once here to help the families of the Sewol victims, but the number has dropped to about 20. As volunteers left, empty containers are found here and there.
엄청 쓸쓸하죠. 좀 삭막하고 과거에는 그 많은 사람들이 찾아주셨고 위로해 주셨지만 지금은 도와주실 게 아무도 없지 않습니다.
The situation is getting worse for the families of the 10 missing passengers. Korean Bar Association lawyers have returned home after quitting their on-site legal assistance of the families. They were cornered by the Jindo residents' demand that they leave the Jindo gymnasium where they had been staying since the maritime disaster in April. Although the victims' families are still harboring a ray of hope, no missing passengers have been found since July 18th.
이제 어느 정도 했으니 그만해라. 그건 아니잖아요. 그게 제일 힘들어요. 그게 왜 내일은 아직까지 잣대가 있는데.
The families of the missing passengers continue to travel from the gymnasium to Pengmok Port and the Jindo County office every day, desperately awaiting any news from the search operations.
Pope Francis made a visit to South Korea 2 months ago, and an exhibition of photos taken during the papal visit is now open in Seoul to run through the end of this month.
As disabled children express their respect and love for him, Pope Francis shyly smiles back at them and gives them a thumbs up. Pope Francis has healed the pains of his followers with warm smiles, sometimes bright, sometimes innocent, and sometimes naive.
교황님을 만나는 사람들마다 전부 다 이 한박 웃음이더라고. 큰 기쁨과 웃음을 남겨주고 가셨구나.
The Pope is in grief. He shares the sorrow of a father who has lost his daughter. He holds the grieving father's hands and shares in his tears. His face is filled with solemnity and reverence as he prays for the 124 Korean martyrs who passed away for their beliefs.
교황님은 눈동자예요. 그래서 말씀을 하시지 않았지만 그 눈으로 다 말씀하고 계시다는 생각이 들어요.
The exhibition features approximately 50 photographs taken during the papal visit to Korea. Also on display are messages left by the pontiff and the clothes and chairs he wore and sat on during his stay. The exhibition will run through the end of this month.
Artificial products these days are being produced with advanced technologies, making it hard to distinguish them from the real deal. From artificial flowers to pearls and more, let's take a look.
An artificial tree is to be installed in this empty room today. First, the tree trunk is covered with artificial bark. Then large branches are attached and the balance is adjusted. Finally, twigs with blossoms are added. Decorated with some moss, this tree is a dead ringer for a real one. It looks as magnificent and lush as any centuries-old tree, and you can almost smell its blossoms. We compared it with a real tree.
보통 이 정도 나무의 수명이라면 500년이 아마 넘어야 될 거예요. 근데 불과 몇 시간 만에 적은 비용으로 인테리어 효과를 가장 크게 낼 수 있다는 게 장점이겠죠.
Here's another quite impressive artificial item. It's made with a special material. It's none other than this white powder. The first step to making artificial pearls is pouring in some pulp powder dough in a round mold and pressing it. It will look more like a beehive than pearls at first. But when placed in these containers, all the unnecessary stuff known as flash gets cut off and only smooth pearls are left. Then the gems are dried at 50 degrees Celsius for at least 3 hours. These artificial pearls look as alluring as genuine pearls. What's more, artificial pearls come in diverse colors, which can't be done with natural pearls. Just soak the gems in dye. Doesn't it look pretty now?
오리지널보다 이미테이션은 한 8분의 1이나 10분의 1 정도 가격 형성이 되고 있어요. 유럽 쪽이나 그다음에 저 동남아 쪽에도 많이 나가고 국내도 많이 판매되고 이런 실정입니다.
Next, we visited a construction site in Gyeonggi Province. This finishing material looks simple, but it has a secret.
대리석 간지를 내는 그 페인트죠.
This material helps create the look of marble using paint. Real marble is an expensive material. But with this spray-type paint, you can make your walls look as if they're made of real marble. In a matter of seconds, the wall transforms into white marble. It also has a three-dimensional texture.
실제 대리석하고 비교했을 때 일단 두 가지로 나눌 수가 있는데 첫 번째는 비용적인 부분에서 상당한 10배에서 20배 정도의 비용 절감이 되고요. 두 번째는 그 내구성 부분에 있어서 저희는 10년 정도를 개런티를 하는데 실질적으로는 반영구적으로 가능하게 사용할 수 있습니다.
Thanks to all kinds of artificial products, consumers can save cost and time while obtaining a desired effect that's hard to tell apart from using genuine products.
Now we'll take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.